No hay Caro Cruz. Cara es el camello.
Cara.
Cara. Cruz, vamos.
Cara es camello, ¿no?
Sí.
And some final words by chair umpire and the coin toss.
¿Sacamos? Saco.
Bien, buen partido, chicos.
One by Coello Tapia, who choose to serve first as we go into the warm-up on this centre court of the Arena Kuwait. A place in the semi-finals. Up for grabs, a step closer to being crowned world champions. And here is the road to that final. We've got one of our semi-finalists confirmed, Coquinieto Mike Yanguas. That is who the winners of this match today will face. Will it be Coello Tapia? Will it be González Guerrero? With our other quarterfinals still to play later on this afternoon after this. On centre court, earlier today we saw Geometria and Delphi Brea get through to the women's semi-final. And our second match on centre court of the day. As the tension rises, the drama builds. A tournament like no other. Under the governance of the International Padel Federation, a top-tier tournament. They don't have to play with a player of the same country as them, just the pair they choose. So let's meet these pairs. First up, here is Arturo Coello. At number 1 in the FIP World Rankings on 20,000 FIP ranking points, the player from Valladolid, just 23 years old. He's got 29 titles, and outstandingly, out of 235 matches recorded on his FIP profile, he has lost just 23. He began his professional career in 2017, has played with numerous people and legends, Lamberti, Ruiz, Belasteguin, and since 2023 he has been playing alongside El Mozart de Catamarca, Agustín Tapia. At 26 years old, Tapia also joint ranked at number 1 in the world. 28 titles on Premier Padel, and again has played with legends like Juan Martín Díaz, Pablo Lima. He's exceptionally skillful, exceptionally versatile. And look at that. Out of 218 matches played, he has only ever lost 19. And this pair, their worst result of the year was getting knocked out in a quarter-final. That happened in Asunción in May, but since then they haven't not made it to a final. And on the other side of the net, facing them is pair number 7. As we look at the official tournament bracket from Ball Padel, we head to the other side of the net to meet our opponents. This is Momo González, as we affectionately know him, from Antequera in Spain. He's ranked at 13 in the FIP ranking at 28 years old. He's creative and entertaining, and very good defensively. There is never a lost ball with Momo González on the court. His best result this year, getting to a semi-final. One of those being in Buenos Aires in the P1 on the Premier Padel Tour. He was playing with John Sands for the majority of the year. They split up after the Paris Major. And now he plays alongside the 22-year-old Fran Guerrero, player from Malaga. At 15 in the FIP World ranking. One of the major young talents on the circuit. Continuing to climb the ladder, he's at almost his best ranking. His best of his career has been at 14. He's been called such a special talent. He said he's been working on his smash, being a more aggressive player the last couple of tournaments. We have definitely seen that. He took Kokinieto and Mike Yanguas to the wire in the new Gisa P2. And a reminder, best of 3 sets. If you're watching a paddle match for the first time, then it's exactly the same scoring as tennis. If it's 6 games all, then we'll have a tie break. The pairs switch ends after every odd number of games, and they get new balls at certain amounts of games played during the match. They're allowed to ask for video reviews. They get 2 video reviews per pair per set. That's just to check if the ball sometimes is in or out on the serve, or also on the cage or the glass, or to see if a player's touched a net. Just seeing the angles here from our video review official. If they get the video review correct, then they get to keep that chance to review. If they get it wrong, then they will lose one of those opportunities. And they have to do it as soon as they would like to ask for the review. If they do it too late, then they lose that opportunity as well. And look at this court. This stunning indoor venue at the Arena Kuwait. For this men's quarter-final, my name's Emily Kilner, bringing you the commentary for this match. And it is the #1 seeds, Arturo Coello and Agustin Tapia, taking on the 7th seeds, Momo González and Fran Guerrero, for a place in the first ever FIP World Cup Pairs semi-final.
Vamos a intentar al principio, que ellos capaz donde están más fríos. Vamos a intentar ahí estar nivelados. Acuérdate que cuando le atacás a una, te puede poder defenderla. Cuando ataques a una, que puedas combinar después. No que ataques, porque Franco toca la pelota y ya te contraataca. Vamos con ganas, a tope, equipo. Atento a la primera volea, que Arturo va a sacar, ya sabes que podés empezar. ¿Vale?
We have the joy of hearing from the coaches' benches throughout the games. We'll try and bring you the translation as we go through of what our coaches are saying, as they give now the final words of encouragement to the players as they head out onto the court. Our world #1s taking on an energetic, a pair that won't stop at anything to take players that are seated well above them to the wire. It is Coello and Tapia taking on González and Guerrero for a place in the semi-final. Arturo Coello is serving first. A left-handed player on the right-hand side of the court. He is so aggressive. He can finish a point from anywhere, drive the ball out of the court from all kinds of angles. And on his left, Agustin Tapia, one of the most creative, exciting, incredible players on the circuit.
14-15.
And they get their first game, the #1 seeds, pretty swiftly, pretty confidently. As they change ends, we'll take a very quick breather. And a reminder of what this tournament is. The FIP World Cup Pairs, the first ever edition that's happened here in Kuwait. Of course, there was a Kuwait Premier Padel P1 that took place around this time last year. And that was a P1 that Coello Tapia won. But this, a brand new type of tournament. Look at this stunning venue. We're at the Arena Kuwait. Some incredible facilities here. A 360-degree project. And it's everything you'd want from a paddle tournament venue. A fan zone, food, drink, entertainment. It's even hosted some world-class entertainment. The likes of Craig David, Akon, Sean Paul have performed here. And now, what a privilege to see the world #1 pair, Coello and Tapia, out here on the centre court.
Out 30-11.
And this is a really good start for Momo González and Fran Guerrero, only playing in their 4th tournament together.
González Guerrero. 1 game on.
Tapia misread that one in the corner. A good start for González and Guerrero as they win their service game again. Nice and easily. It's not the quickest court in the world, it's not the slowest either, so a nice medium pace leaves it quite interesting and open for our pairs. Great reaction at the net, but eventually it's out from Tapia. Nicknamed Mozart because of some of the elegance in his playing style. It was coined by a commentator a long time ago, and it has stuck. The Mozart from Catamarca. Nice use of a very precise lob from Fran Guerrero. But then into the net from Momo González. 30-15. And that's just come off the racket. In a bit of a funky way from Momo González as it's a game point for Tapia and Coello, who is straight up at the net off his serve. Out of the court, almost. It skips off the net. Momo González was running out to try and get that one. It stays in. Fran Guerrero almost gets there. But 3 quick games, and we've stuck on serve. It is 2-1 to Tapia and Coello.
Entra despacio, porque si entra fuerte el flaco te la toca acá. Ponérsela en los pies. No
Era mi intención ahí.
Pero te pasás, viste, te queda acá la pelota. Tranquilo, quieto. Y otra cosa, el globo está fantástico. Lo que te decía antes, cuando lo está defendiendo bien Agustín, fue una bola intermedia. No te metas, porque ellos ya te empiezan a dominar y perdemos.
¿Ahora me he metido?
No, en el game
en el primero sí, en el primero me he metido.
Claro, pero si vos podés defender...
Ya tengo que seguirle.
5 o 6
¿Quieres que le
globos.
siga a Tapia o déjame por el cuello?
Escucha, yo la respuesta la tenemos. ¿Te está haciendo daño?
Menos esa le ha tocado pico, la otra no.
No, entonces seguí.
Vale.
Tenemos un lugar donde no nos hagan daño, sigámoslo.
Pasa que me hace menos daño.
Fantástico.
Me hace menos daño la víbora que el rulo.
Escucha, la pelota está por acá, podés defender cómodo. No te apures.
No, digo que la víbora me hace menos daño. Pero al final se queda.
Está bien, pero no pasa nada.
Vale.
No te hizo ninguna. Una sola. Vamos. Concentrate en esas boleas de los pasos. Va, eso, adelante, va.
So some snippets of padel's greatest minds in these coaches. Gabi Reca on the bench
Take your seats.
of Momo González and Fran Guerrero.
First seats available, please.
The main message there at the end, don't get bored. Concentrate on your volleys, especially towards Momo González. And with 3 very quick service games won, it feels pretty open at the moment, with Fran Guerrero serving at just 22 years old.
15 love.
Of course, Fran Guerrero, earlier in the year, was playing alongside Javi Leal. They were one of the most exciting up-and-coming pairs. They had some exceptional performances.
15
Javi Leal being hailed for an incredible smash, Fran Guerrero being an exceptionally good defender on the right-hand side of the court. As we said, has openly committed to being more aggressive as a player on that right-hand side. Not just an exceptional defender, but an exceptional attacker, working on his smash. What a block from Tapia! And it's just a bit too much on that from Coello, but how did Tapia block that one? He wasn't even looking at the ball. He was running backwards. That is world-class defense, but maybe got too overexcited from Coello, and it's into the net, 30-all. Good defense by Tapia in that corner. Now just trying to lift it over and force Momo González to the back of the court. He does, but González finds the gap. Right down the middle. And when you do have a left-handed and a right-handed player on the same side as you do with Coello and Tapia, it does leave some room for doubt and confusion when the ball goes down the middle like that. Catches the feet of Arturo Coello. González Guerrero get their second game on the board, and it is neck and neck at 2 games all. They're so efficient on their service game, Coello and Tapia. As soon as that serve is placed, Coello is straight up to the net, winning the net, as we say. And you'll notice the serve is, it's not about getting an ace. It's not about being the most powerful shot. It has to be played underarm. It's much more about dominating those first few points, putting your opposition immediately under pressure, and using different placement to force an error from your opponents. Only a few rules on the serve. It has to be played underarm. It can hit the glass, but it cannot hit the cage on the serve. 40-15.
40-13.
Into the net from Coello. But Coello finishes off with the big smash over the net. And we stick on serve after 5 games. Tapia and Coello lead 3 games to 2.
Puedo ir, pero no.
Era ganada, o sea, él iba a ganar, pero...
Arthur, si el del medio es demasiado rápido, para atrás.
Sí.
¿Sabes? Para atrás. Y ya más con el del revés porque te va a tirar por ahí, ¿sabes? No te apures ahí.
Quería hacerla ahí, claro, y no me dio ya.
Dale, venga, bien, escucha. Cuando ahí viene, le tiraste varios globos a poco buenos. Pero ¿qué pasa? Yo necesito un globo alto. ¿Por qué? Porque así no sale de pared y te da tiempo de avanzar a botes. ¿Viste? Arthur se adelanta.
La salida parece que pasó fue un globo raro.
Bien, pero él...
Pasa más.
Claro, pero escúchame, va a ir fuerte al medio. Entonces, vos estás un poco atento al medio y vos un poquito. Pero vos la agarrás. Mírame, vamos a dejarle una reja. Pero va a ir, porque él va fuerte. Venga, entonces digo, si cuando Arthur está adelante, vos en una le tirás uno alto, ya hay, hasta podés ir y él ya no sale de pared y duda más. Es más, que dude de pegar, que cuando va rápido él lo tiene claro, ¿sabes? Si va un globo alto, si podés. Venga, vamos, Vale, que estamos bien, vamos nosotros ahora, Y vamos a correr, a levantar pelotas que también se notó dura y ellos van a errar. Venga, que se note, vamos. Va.
So Gustavo Prato offering some advice to Coello and Tapia.
15 love.
Just talking to them about playing quickly. So when you play quickly, González and Guerrero are a little bit lost. They don't really know how to respond. Pick up the pace a little bit. And when they're using those lobs to go really high, just make a real effort to quickly get up to the net. Prato reckons that's where you're going to get a few more winners.
Out.
Just out from Tapia.
Fault.
González serving with his backwards cap on, as always. Was playing with John Sands for the majority of the season. Weren't getting the results that they wanted. Tried to find a better synergy here with Fran Guerrero, which is working well at the moment. And these games are quick. 6 games down, no break. And time for Agustín Tapia to serve. Arturo Coello says, that was crazy, man. As right down the middle it goes from Tapia, exploiting that space. And now just forcing them both to the back of the court. And there's the error from Fran Guerrero. Martín Canale looks on. Another one of the coaches of Coello and Tapia. And this is Coello and Tapia at their best. They form a wall at the net. Play it low and hard, forcing González and Guerrero to defend and defend. But it's called out by Coello. Good sportsmanship, as always. 40-15.
Atrás, atrás, atrás. Dos aquí. Dos aquí. Atrás, atrás, atrás.
Great lob by Coello, forcing Fran Guerrero into that corner. He responds with a lob. And the game to Coello and Tapia. As after 7 games, there have been no breaks, and the number ones lead 4 games to 3.
Cuartos para adelante, me animaría a seguir jugando chiquita y a dividir.
Vale.
Me gustaría, porque ahí somos muy buenos nosotros. Fíjate que ahí lo defendiste bien.
Sí,
tiraste un globo de loco, boludo. La que no me gusta es cuando le buscamos los costados, porque el flaco con la volea de revés hace mucho daño. Necesito que te hagas un poquito fuerte con esta.
Vale.
Te estás adelantando demasiado, ¿viste? Te la llevas puesta. Estate atento a la reja, pero no te anticipes tanto.
Sí, entiendo, pues, vale.
Porque no pasó ninguna reja que pam pam cayó. Entonces vamos a esperar que pase, pero si no, no nos adelantemos. Dale.
Vale.
Empezá a manejarme esa derechita.
Vale. Vamos al saque. Vamos al saque.
Escuchá, muy bien, seguimos cerca del marcador, Y el globo para allá va bien. El globo tiene que ir allá cuando está muy bien. Si no, no.
No, quería clavar los últimos 10 centímetros, si no, no.
Sí, pero mismo con esta, si te animás, intensos, agresivos. Va.
Vamos,
Vamos, perfecto.
Seguimos, Si tú eres animal, vamos a sacar.
Venga, va. Muy bien, Fran.
Ready for players.
Atento a la defensa, que te agarró otra volea de revés parado, No pasa nada, dale. Nada. Atento, nada más.
Vos jugá más libre. Si va, querés subir la mano, subir. Olvídate, jugá. Jugá, pero cuando estás atrás, a cortar los guantes. Pero jugá. Dale, jugá, dale, movete. Vamos.
So words of praise from Gary Reca towards González and Guerrero, saying, be intense, be aggressive, but you're playing really well, instilling a really good amount of confidence in them. And those words from Gustavo Prato towards Tapia, just as he was coming off the bench, saying, let it out, play more freely. And we'll see if they can make those changes, as Coello and Tapia have to switch sides. But it's out of the court from Momo González. Right out the back. There was no stopping that one. Quarter por 4 by 4 at the back of the court, being 4 meters high. What a winner from Momo González. Momo González, somebody who's got fans all over the world. You'll hear, "Vamos, Momo, let's go, Momo," from the crowd. I am sure of it. Look at those volleys from Tapia at the net. And a powerful shot from Coello into the corner. Just bounced a little bit unpredictably for Fran Guerrero, who did watch it well to start with and then just almost looked like he caught his footing or thought Momo González was going to come in and play it. 15 all.
30-15.
It's really good work from Fran Guerrero, even though he catches the feet of Arturo Coello and apologizes. He plays right to the feet. Nothing Coello can do about that one. Game point to González and Guerrero. Up comes Momo González to the net, setting up the point for Fran Guerrero to put it away with the smash.
4 games on.
4 games all. What a performance from the 7th seeds, sorry, against the two best players in the world. As Arturo Coello wasting no time, getting straight on with his serve. In he comes down the middle. Tapia has to jump out the way, but Fran Guerrero gets on it with the por tres out the side of the court.
Law 15.
That confusion just meant the smash wasn't quite perfect from Coello. It didn't quite get the height that it needed. Love 15. And an error from Tapia, as it doesn't catch quite right on his racket. Love 30. And better work from Tapia and Coello on that point. They got Momo González and Fran Guerrero running. Get them off balance. And that into the net from González. They've clawed back to 30 all. And down comes Coello, using all that height to his advantage. And what might have started as a bit of a shaky game definitely doesn't finish that way, and we stick on serve once again. Tapia and Coello lead 5-4.
Ahí yo no le subiría a Tapia con pie para el rulo. Escuchá, vamos 0-30, lo que te digo, le jugás el globo pinchado, le pega. Y después Momo llega y vos estás pelotudeando atrás. Tiene la pelota no tan fácil de derecha. Ahí tenés que meter presión. Entonces, a eso es lo que yo me refiero con intención. Después, escuchá, no nos puede pasar que no toquemos una pelota por indecisión. Tenemos que ir los dos a la pelota. Los dos. Este partido hay que ir a todas. Entonces, concentrado. Ya van 2 bolas que estamos... No, están jugando muy bien, ¿eh?
Vos subís y vos hacés lo que vos querés. Y dale, pero mírame.
Pero tengo que jugar.
Claro, pero movete. Jugá. Dale, porque hubo bolas que sabés agarrar. Eso es lo que digo. Vamos a jugar. La jugamos mal, pero la jugamos. Y para eso hay que moverse. Dale, va. Vamos, ¿eh? Va. Venga. Más.
Ahora se nos ve.
Claro, compitan.
Ahora se nos ve. Ahora se nos ve, macho.
Vamos a competir. Va.
Rabia, hay un poco de rabia también.
Eso.
Vamos demasiado más.
Vamos, dale, venga, mueve mucho las patas, Bien, vos si estás adelante, pateala. Dale, venga, vamos, va.
New balls.
Tapia and Coello lead 5-4, but it's been a set on serve.
First service.
And that will be a let. Tapia said it was okay, so it'll be first serve again.
15 left.
And Tapia not having his best start to the game. Gustavo Prato was saying there on the bench, you have to play, even if we play badly, you got to play a little bit more. He's referring to just relaxing a bit, perhaps trying to enjoy it a little bit more, relish in the moment rather than feeling that pressure.
15
And just trying to play a little bit more freely, as he said before. On the opposite side for Gaby Reca towards Momo González and Fran Guerrero, he was saying, got to be a bit more decisive in our shots. But we have to give everything to it. So that's the only way we're going to win. Against this pair. When out of nowhere, they can execute shots like that. Look at that, por cuatro out the back, the raw to accompany it from Coello, 15-30. Well, watch from Coello as Momo González comes in, and now Coello's blocking at the net. But Tapia threads it down the middle, and they set up. Set point. Look at that vision from the Mozart from Catamarca. Set point to the #1 pair. And there's the set.
6 games to 4.
With a perfect defense from Arturo Coello at the net, they take the first set. 6 games to 4, but it took till that final game for them to find the break.
Seguimos hacia adelante, concentrados, que estamos jugando bien adelante,
Put that struggle of a first set behind them and try to dominate more in the second.
Vamos, 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 vamos. Cada punto.
Take the confidence from that
Juguemos bien los puntos.
as they went 6-4.
Vamos, luego alto, vamos, que se quedan sin tiro, y a vos te quiero sin cruzarte a hacerte grande, como recién, dale, bien, va. Ahí cuando le tiras a Momo, cuando Momo va del lado de Fran, Momo tira cruzado, si querés subirle por más que Arturo está atrás.
¿Te parece que estamos intentando que no nos lastimen lo menos posible? No estamos yendo a ganar, y lo teníamos cerca. Yo lo vi cerquísima el set, cerquísima. Entonces vamos a creer un poquito más, muchachos. Dale.
Vamos a empezar este. Venga, vamos ahora. Con la misma intensidad, desde el principio, ¿eh?
Vamos.
Vamos, ¿eh?
Escuchá, cuando la víbora te queda, a esta te quedó lejos, hiciste bien. Pero si está atrás y te queda que pica la víbora,
Pero...
esta te quedó atrás.
Por eso.
Pero hubo
No, la
otra antes.
Sí, que la tiré flojita también.
Quiero que le descosa los pies.
Vale.
Si se te va, se te va. Pero vamos a romper un poquito esa barrera.
Vamos ahora. Estamos bien.
Muy bien.
Vamos a cambiar.
Muy bien.
Las dos cosas que hemos fallado. Si o dos contadas, las cambiamos y el set es nuestro. Venga, vamos ahora. Vamos, ¿eh? Vamos ahora, Eva.
Y aparte, pará, no estamos jugando nuestro prime, ¿eh?
No. O sea que, vamos que está aquí, ¿eh? Vamos a meterle el dedillo en el culo, ¿eh? Vamos.
Second set. Take your seat.
A very quick first set.
Players are ready.
We played 10 games in just 26 minutes.
Thank you.
Few unforced errors for both sides, but a higher number of winners for Coello and Tapia. As we come back out for this second set, a place in the semi-finals of the first ever FIP World Cup Pairs.
Love 15.
Tapia calls that one out himself. Mala, you'll hear, they'll call that as out. Smash from Fran Guerrero on the right-hand side, sets up an early break point opportunity for the 7th seeds.
Thank you. Fault.
If you're just tuning in, what a treat on centre court of the first ever FIP World Cup Pairs. This is a quarter-final. The champions on Sunday will be crowned world champions for the next 2 years. But at that error from Arturo Coello long, the first game with a break is taken by González Guerrero, who will lead in this second set 1-0. The tournament's taking place at the Arena Kuwait. It's an incredible sporting facility.
González to serve.
Tapia and Coello were the champions in Kuwait last year, but that was, of course, a P1 tournament rather than this World Cup, which is a new, different tournament for the 2025 season. We started with our round of 64, we had a round of 32, a round of 16, and now we are at quarter-final stage. Memo González fires it down towards Coello, who says, "Oh, Arturo." As there wasn't a break in that first set till that very final game by Coello and Tapia. But here, González and Guerrero have come out fighting.
39.
There comes the Coello smash. And Fran Guerrero into the net on the block. 30-all. The super high lob was attacked down by Fran Guerrero. It goes right into the corner. And Coello was there, but it did not bounce in the way he expected. Game point to González and Guerrero. But it's good work from Tapia, mounting the pressure. The lob from Tapia is out at the back. Not as precise as we might usually see from Agustín Tapia. Game point number 2 for González Guerrero. Excellent defense from Fran Guerrero. He once again has to come all the way over, but leaves it exposed on the right-hand side. And that's picked up by Arturo Coello as we come back to deuce. You can hear Memo González chatting with Fran Guerrero, telling him exactly where Agustín Tapia is. And it's excellent communication because the gap opens up. González fires it down. And they have another opportunity here to consolidate their break and lead in this second set by 2-0. again, they're exploiting that gap down the middle of Coello and Tapia. But in come world number ones up to the net. And the smash from Agustin Tapia brings it once again back to juice. Look at that defense at the back of the court from Momo González, but Coello trips at the net. And this time is an advantage and a break point to Arturo Coello and Agustin Tapia. And Momo González signals to the crowd saying, "We are here to fight." As he takes the pace off it, down the reverse it goes of Tapia, who just looked a little bit off the pace. And now he is being targeted in that corner. And the point finished by Coello. He says, "I've had enough of this now. We're going to win this game. We're going to take it back to juice." He was just waiting for the moment to put all his power behind that. Momo González tries to get there out of the court. We are back at juice number 5. And it's good pressure from Coello and Tapia. They get a break point again. This has been a very long second game of this second set indeed. Break for Coello and Tapia. Once again, Momo González targeting the center of the court. But González is unlucky. He touches the net just at the wrong moment. And eventually Coello and Tapia get the game. They break straight back. And it's 1 game all. And it is, if you touch the net during the point, it is a foul. And the point goes to the opposite team. But an important distinction, if the point is already over and you touch the net, that is not a foul. Here we go, Coello saying, not messing around anymore. Don't want any more of those prolonged games that waste our energy. And this is more like the #1 pair we know. The way that Tapia can just switch up the pace. It was well defended in the first phase by Momo González. look at this defense from Fran Guerrero on the right-hand side. That is world class from Guerrero. Once again, not letting anything faze him. And Momo González gets the tiniest touch, but Arturo Coello is right there to mop it up. And Fran Guerrero on the ground in despair after he defended like a champion. Out of the court goes Momo González. It's fired across the net, but Agustín Tapia somehow gets it over and they win the point. What a rally, what a save. Shot of the game so far.
Fuerte, pero no es que le entra fuerte de revés así, tac, tac, te maneja. Tiene que buscar los huecos.
Lo mejor lo que hace es dar tiempo al otro para que juegue. Dale, es un equipo. Venga, muy bien. Bien, bien Artur, venga, vamos, vamos. Va, Artur ahí necesito. Cuando va el globo a Momo acá de víbora, ¿sí? Yo no puede estar Agus acá y vos acá. Tenés que estar atento ahí porque si no le usan esto. Entonces yo quiero que cuando va el globo alto, si va el rápido está bien, ¿sí? Pero si va alto, vos tenés que llegar ahí porque si no lo pasan por acá. Dale, Momo.
Al lado de Coello, jugala. Pero no puede ser 4 ventajas, boludo. Tenemos que dar un paso adelante porque en la situación la estamos haciendo bien. Pero ahora ellos empezaron a dominar y somos títeres. Nos están manejando. Vamos a parar la pelota y vamos a jugar otra vez. Porque ese juego, viste lo que te dije ayer, el juego de dividir está bueno. Pero si sale bien. Pero con ello vamos caja. Entonces vamos otra vez a tirar bien los globos, a defender. Ellos están un poquito más finos.
Ahora me están quedando mejor el globo y me están
pero
subiendo
no, sí, pero nos ganaron entrándonos de atrás para adelante 5 veces.
Vale. Vale, venga.
Entonces vamos un poquito más inteligentes.
Vale, vamos a ver.
El ritmo, cosa de que te venga la pelota más tranquila. O sacala de donde te la giras.
¿De otro lado?
No.
Vamos,
So after a really good start for Momo González and Fran Guerrero, they just lost their way in that last game. They let Coello Tapia break straight back in that key moment. And Gabi Becker was just saying, get back to that place where we were defending really well and we were lobbing well. That was where we were getting our success, so don't forget that. And he just said, just play a little bit more intelligently. So let's see if they can get back to how we saw them where they got the break in the first game of this second set. Over comes Arturo Coello. He jumps into the air, but that's out.
15 love.
Good from Tapia, forcing González to react quickly at the net. Gustavo Prato looking on. Bit more pleased was Gustavo Prato now that Coello and Tapia are playing their game a little bit more. And playing a little bit more urgently, have found their rhythm. Over comes Tapia, but he just mishits it. Down it goes into the net. Momo González with the winner out the back of the court.
40-15.
There was no mistaking what Momo González was trying to do there. Pushing Tapia to the back of the court, forcing him to defend. That ball comes up at the perfect height to execute the por cuatro, and an opportunity for the 7th seeds to equalise here in this second set at 40-15. Tapia utilising the contra pared against Jerome Glass to get it back over. He uses it so well, but it's out on that from Arturo Coello. The game goes to González and Guerrero as they equalise at 2 games all. It stays in from Coello. It's attacked from the opposite side. And this is showing Coello and Tapia cannot afford any error. González and Guerrero are raring to go. Tapia hopes that one goes in, but the second shot is mishit again down into the net from Tapia. The perfect little drop shot was picked up by Guerrero, and it maybe just caught Tapia a bit off guard, but Guerrero managed to get there.
15-30.
And 2 mistakes from Agustín Tapia on the bounce. It is break point for González Guerrero. And another one into the net from Agustín Tapia. It's a second break in this set for González and Guerrero. And after 5 games, the momentum shifts and González and Guerrero lead 3 games to 2.
Por ejemplo, la última fue buena, porque salía derecha. Entonces está, escuchá, yo lo que digo es, la de drive bien, la de revés, podés tirarle contra globo, pero hacela. Si la vas a hacer, hacela. Está bien, no está mal, ¿vale? Pero lo que digo que ahí, vos de atrás, cuando perdemos la red, tenemos tiempo ahí. También estemos atentos ahora cuando saquemos. Si vemos que nos restan de globos, cambiemos los saques. Porque al final ahora nos restaron de globos. Estamos atentos. ¿Vale? Venga.
Pero Fran solo restó una.
Vale, bueno. Pero digo,
como otra.
Vale, estemos atentos. Porque si nos pasan de globo, vale, bien. Vamos ahora. Entonces, bien ahí. Bien Artur, ahora lo hiciste bien. Cuando fue el globo alto, vos también fuiste. Cuando Alba llamamos, te la tiramos. Vale, vamos ahí.
Ahí en aquí.
Sí.
Yo lo hice bien. El último break y la otra lo hice mal y hicimos break. Claro.
¿Cuál?
Si yo yo tiró el globo él.
Sí.
Yo subí, está bien.
Está bien, no, pero
Cuando
porque
el tiro
el globo es bueno, cuando el globo es bueno, ahí lo que varía es que el globo sea bueno. Cuando vos estás peloteando, vos estás atrás, cuando va el globo alto bueno, ahí sacamos ventaja. Venga, vamos, va. Dale, y ahora fíjate que hubo un momento que competimos mucho y ahora es como que jugamos al pádel nada más. Dale, metele cabeza, meto un error, tengo margen, vuelvo a empezar, metele competitividad. Vamos como pensando en el juego nada más. Vamos.
So the final words from Gustavo Prato towards Tapia. Just talking about the mental side, it's all in our heads. Just got to think about the game and nothing else. Remove any outside distractions. And just concentrate.
15 on.
Vale, Tapia, 2.
15-13.
Vale, bien, dos, peor duro, dos menos Tapia.
Arturo Coello coming in, making himself big at the net to defend. They're going towards Tapia, who they'll have recognised as making more errors out of the two. Look at that defence from Coello, 2 on the bounce, but it leaves it open. And it's almost perfect. Oh, it is perfect. I thought it had bounced out. But somehow, Arturo Coello is the king. That first shot, a reverse contra pared. He gets over to this one. And then uses the side glass. It skips over the net. It goes out the court. I thought we'd already had the point of the match. That tops it by miles. And it's a break for Coello and Tapia. But that change of direction from Momo González, that was perfect.
30-14.
Gets them running one way, tricks them with the angle of his racket, and they save one break. Just out down the line from Tapia. They had 2 breaks. They didn't consolidate them. And now here's the chance for González and Guerrero to widen their gap in this second set. And that is out, so González Guerrero extend their lead 4 games to 2 as the tide is turning in this second set. Even though we just had what could be the point of the tournament from Arturo Coello, how How did he do that? It's hands on the head from Tapia. He can't quite believe it himself. People in the crowd here were standing up to congratulate Coello. But now it's up to the #1 seeds to get back into this second set as they trail 2-4. But this is not the moment for González Guerrero to relax or lapse concentration, as Coello and Tapia have a much quicker game on their serve and they close the gap to 4-3.
Lo que voy a hacer en vez de adelantarme, que muchas veces me la pongo, es pegarme muy atrás, porque está votando al principio de...
Como vos quieras, igual esa no fue el error, perdimos 3 pelotas.
Sí,
Escuchá, pero escuchá, te distraes, vas al choque la primer pelota, ¿a dónde vas?
No, que ya, igual le sirve para que
Pero te adelantás, te volvés para atrás y me perdés un globo con rebote acá, al pared lateral. Un regalo a estos pibes no le podemos hacer. Afirmate y tira un globo, se va este globo, no pasa nada, pero no nos desordenemos. Después te tira una volea de revés y te agarran no sé cómo. No te agarran ni acá. La que cambia de volea de revés Tapia, te agarran la segunda.
¿Te ha sido un rulo? ¿Que la que he hecho contra?
Te agarran una volea mal parado, boludo.
Venga, vamos.
Vamos, hay que mantener la misma intensidad, como que la jugamos mal, mantener.
Sí.
Venga, vamos. Dale, Vamos que tenemos un par de oportunidades. Y adelante, igual, atento, concentrado, Vamos ahora.
Hay que jugar bien. Algunas hay que aprovecharlas.
Venga, va. Ahí a muerte, hay que aguantar mucho tiempo. Dale que podemos. Vamos. Hay que mantener la intensidad cuando sacamos ventaja.
Juega la chiquita, a él, estate atento adelante a cerrar el medio.
Vamos.
Vamos que saque, vamos a defender este saque.
So can Tapia and Coello find a break? The poster boys of the FIP World Cup Pairs, the first edition of this tournament, the chance to be crowned world champions on Sunday in the final. And this match, a quarter-final. The winners one step closer to that title in Kuwait, and one step closer to getting 2,000 FIP ranking points. The battle for the #1 spot leading towards the end of the year remains wide open. Even if Coello and Tapia win this tournament, they won't be able to secure the #1 spot for the 2025 season, as it is Fede Gingotto and Ale Galan that are chasing them. The pair who just won the Nugisa P2 tournament last week, Coello and Tapia chose not to participate. They won the Milan P1 final as well, Gingotto and Galan. But who will be taking home this stunning trophy? The first ever champions of the FIP World Cup Pairs in Kuwait. Of course, there's a few other tournaments before we close out the year. After this, we go to Dubai for our last P1 tournament of the year, and then to Mexico for the Acapulco last major of the year, and then to Barcelona as the curtain closes on the 2025 season for the Qatar Airways Premier Padel Tour finals. And if you're able to get there, it is not a tournament to miss. There's official tickets on the official Premier Padel website and app, or on the finals homepage. If you can make it to Barcelona, the top 16 best players in the men and women will be there competing to be crowned finals champions. It is not one to miss if you're able to be there. It's just out, I think, or is it? No, it stays in. It's 30-all. It is such a fine margin. And accepted by Coello. And it's 30-all. Fired down from the back glass towards Tapia. You can hear Fran Guerrero consistently saying that Coello is up at the net. He's big and he's got such a reach. And so they're trying to keep it away from Coello up at the net. But it's out from Tapia, who is just lapsing some concentration and focus somewhere. Has a couple of errors on the bounce. It's 5-3 to González and Guerrero. Can the top seeds turn this second set around? That is what we need a little bit more of from Coello. 15-all with the out-of-the-court smash. Great defense with the contra-pared from Coello. Same for Tapia in this corner. And it's into the net from González. Who doesn't look too phased? They're playing excellently in this second set. Have 2 breaks. But Tapia can't quite execute the drop shot. 30-all. A well-worked point. They just waited for the opportunity to strike. The game to Tapia and Coello. But they will have to really fight back here to prevent González and Guerrero taking this second set.
Bien, escuchá. Ahora lo que tenemos que tener claro es que no hay que hacer nada raro. Tenemos que hacer lo que seguimos haciendo. No nos apuremos. Lo único que nos mata es cuando nos suben. Estemos bien al tanto. Y me parece que cuando jugamos lento, pues suben, tenemos opción de combinar. Si jugamos fuerte, nos dominan.
Aunque suban, que le juega lento.
Me parece que sí. Vale. Si estoy bien parado, volalo. No lo voles con la pica, volalo con el planazo.
Con el remate.
Pero acomodá las patas. A veces, viste, te acomodás como dice, bueno, le pego y... No, con intención.
Vale, yo estoy plantado y por Arturo. Me ha fallado dos bloqueos.
Perfecto. Escucha, el saque, primer saque. Vamos,
Vamos.
La salida de pared con decisión también,
Vamos, bestia. Vamos ahora, dale. Vamos.
Escucha, sin prisas, Vamos, Fran, sin prisas, Vale. Meten la intención al saque, Aprovechamos el saque.
Fuerza, fuerza. Dale, va.
So don't rush, says Gavireka. Now's not the time to make an error and let Tapia and Coello break back. Now is the time to hold serve, to be strong and be consistent, and take this to a third and final deciding set. A wall of Coello and Tapia up at the net. And Momo González finds the winner. He just holds on. The ball comes up from Coello. And the angle past the backhand of Tapia. In they come at the net, well blocked by Coello. As it comes off the top of the court, out for three. Fran Guerrero anticipates it just a moment too late. And a point from Tapia towards his teammate. As it's Coello finding the winners at the moment out of the two. As they're chasing a break, it's 15-all. But Momo González, he looks so calm and relaxed as he's just switching up the angle every time and catching Coello and Tapia on the back foot. 30-15. In comes Coello with the smash. Guerrero gets on it though. It's out of the court. And set point to González and Guerrero. That is so good from Fran Guerrero. He follows it, follows it, follows it, waits for the height, pops it out. Set point to the 7th seeds.
Tapia. Dos. Nada.
And they take the set 6-4. They are writing the story. Momo González and Fran Guerrero, they are proving that they are capable of beating Tapia and Coello and getting through to the semi-final. And we will go to a third and final deciding set.
El lobo a Coello tiene que ser con mucha intención, porque el flaco marca diferencia.
El lobo tan pasado, el lobo tan rápido no es muy bueno.
Tiene que ser un lobo bueno al fondo.
Alto que me dé tiempo a mí.
Sí, pero si el lobo va bueno, olvídate. Si el lobo va bueno, no hace nada. Concentrate y que vaya bueno. Pero si no, seguimos a Agus. Que Agus nos está dando.
Creo que no me falta la primera ya buscando ellos.
No, porque Agus nos está dando.
Exactamente. Sobre todo, uno de 6, cuando esté muy cómodo, vale, pero...
Si no tenemos que tirar ninguno, no tenemos ninguno.
Exactamente.
Pero si va, tiene que ir muy bueno. Vamos, no bajemos la tensión ahora y vamos a tratar tratar de romper. Lo que te digo ya, a veces cuando vamos a estar con un salto con el chiquito, cuando estás un poquito atrás, entonces sabes que está acá, cuando si vos estás acá, vas a poder cerrar. ¿Ves? Ni vos ni nadie, no te preocupes. Pero parate adelante, que te pase de nuevo la recuperando. Trabajo.
Dale. Y no dejemos de tirarla para arriba y tratar de ver si podemos ir a bloquear. Vamos, Arthur, ¿eh? Vamos, Arthur, ¿eh? Bien, 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 sí, eso. Más tiempo.
A longer second set at 40 minutes. 18 unforced errors for Tapia and Coello. Many more than they would want.
Final set.
2 out of 3 breaks for González and Guerrero. And here we go, out into a third and final deciding set. It's been a game of very different sets so far. No break until the last game for Tapia and Coello in the first set. In that second, González and Guerrero broke. In the very first game, managed to get another and just hold on. This is anybody's game for a place in the semi-final of the first edition of the FIP World Cup Pairs in Kuwait. A ripple of applause round the stadium of the Arena Kuwait centre court. A centre court that has a capacity of just shy of 5,000 spectators who are loving every second of this quarter-final match. It could be a final. The way these guys are playing. And what a reaction from Fran Guerrero up at the net. A pair that have defended exceptionally throughout this game so far. But that's out from Fran Guerrero, who tries to go for the winner. And it's a better start in this third set for Coello and Tapia, who win their service game and they lead 1-0. Kuwait is this week's world capital of paddle. this first edition of the FIP World Cup Pairs. There is the trophy. Not only that, 2,000 FIP ranking points up for grabs for the winner in a race in this men's draw where the battle remains wide open. The titles have been shared in the last few tournaments between Coello Tapia and Chingoto Bangalan. It's gone back and forth since Madrid. The Paris Major was won by Coello Tapia, but then Germany was won by Chingoto Bangalan. Rotterdam was won by Coello Tapia, but then Milan was won by Chingoto Bangalan, which is the most repeated men's final.
15.
But can Coello and Tapia get there first? Because they will have to get through what has been an incredible performance from the 7th seeds, González and Guerrero, so far in this game.
González Guerrero. 1 game on.
Another quick service game to equalise at 1 game all in this final set. What I predict to be another very close set. They all have. The first one by Coello and Tapia 6-4. The second they lost 4-6. And there's the Tapia smash that we haven't seen too much of in this game so far. Another stunning defense from González and Guerrero, but the smash comes in from Coello. González manages to get back on court, but it's just long. What an effort from him, though. Out the court to back in. It was well placed by Coello. Rapid from González to get there. It's just out. And Tapia and Coello take the game. They lead on serve 2-1.
Bueno, no, sí, puedes tirar. Mira, vos dale tranquilo, tira por donde quieras y hacé tu juego. Y él se mueve. Mira, un globo rápido, mago, o defiendo atrás. Dale, vamos, concentración. Dale, y tirale también. A los dos. Y elegí bien y movete, pero movete. Porque estás pensando mucho y no te estás moviendo. Y alguna jugada, si estamos mal parados, también la podés jugar bien. No es que si estamos mal parados no la devolvemos. Claro. Venga, va. Y yo una cosa.
Resolvemos en
si la bola te va.
Vamos, va.
Tapia no me aguanta.
Sí, pero están atentos, jugar otra vez a Arturo chiquito. Sí, bueno, pero no, pero te queda abajo, va a ser más fácil.
González to serve.
Nada. Vale, Arturo. Arturo, nada.
So we stick on serve in this third and final deciding set. Our top seeds, Coello Tapia, taking on the 7 seeds, Momo González and Fran Guerrero. And what a point from Agustin Tapia. Let's watch it again out of the court. Look at the angle. He gets that back into play through the door. Could have multiple points of the tournament in this match.
Igual y atrás. Aquí. Y está Arturo solo. Vale, dos aquí. Nada. Arturo, dos.
Smash, Momo González brings it all the way back over the net.
Tapia.
30-15.
Just out from Tapia, 30-15 in this quarter-final of the FIP World Cup Pairs in Kuwait.
Dime, ¿están los dos? ¡No!
14-15.
And a cheer from the crowd as well on that shot from Momo González, who is so good at looking like he's going to play the ball one way, deceives the opponents, plays it the other. Momo González has fans all over the world. Kuwait is no exception. And they take the game, equalising at 2 games all in this third set. Could González and Guerrero cause one of the biggest upsets of the season? The worst result that Tapia and Coello have got in the 2025 season has been being knocked out in the Santiago round of 16 and then the quarterfinals in Asunción, but the last time that happened was in Asunción in May. They haven't not made it to a final since then. Drop shot from Tapia into the net, the second time that's happened in the game. He's just not quite getting that shot right. And Fran Guerrero was there anyway to try and pick it up. So a good game on the board for Coello Tapia. We still stick on serve, and after 5 games in this third set, Coello Tapia lead 3 games to 2.
Ya, pero perfecto. Ahí animate un huevito. Si te quedaba. Escuchá, muy bien, ¿eh? Lo que más tenemos que estar atentos con los cantos. Cuando nos suben, a veces Coello vos le decís adelante y está en mitad, o menos de la mitad, porque está 1 metro delante de la línea.
Vale.
Entonces no tenés tanto riesgo.
Vale. Vale, te canto mejor.
Ya, perfecto, ¿eh? Bien la salida de pared.
Sí, esa firmeza. Fallo alguna, la fallo, pero que vaya. Bien.
Sobre todo, viste, que no venga acá.
Sí, claro, ahí la bloquean todas.
Si te vas a tirar acá, tiene que ser, que te tiene que salir el hombro, la tenés que explotar. Vamos. Venga, ¿eh?
Ya que esto estaba bien, ¿eh?
Le sacás vos, ¿no?
Vamos, ¿eh?
Vamos, tu saque.
Vamos.
Y ahora me gusta porque cuando él le jugaba cruzado, te metiste, lo interceptaste bien, tiene la jugada esa, perfecto. Vamos, cuando queda fácil, como alto a Tapia me gusta.
Es lo que me has dicho, esto que tiene mejor globo de derecha.
Más largo.
18 chotos. Mira, te he entendido.
Sí,
Vamos.
Sí.
Vamos, este.
Ready for practice.
Venga. Que se note, venga. Festeja todo, vamos.
Bien, dos, aquí. ¡Bravo!
59.
Tapia, 2. Está Tapia,
Out. 30 love.
The tension is building on the centre court, as it looks like we will stick on serve for a while longer. Neither team really look like they're able to come after a break. At the minute, both pairs looking incredibly secure on their service game. An exceptional defence from Fran Guerrero, but as Arturo Coello ducks down in front of the net, in comes Tapia with the smash.
Atrás Momo, Atrás, se queda.
30 all. Net for service.
Now that's the commentator's curse, because I said no team was looking like they might get a break, but it is break point now for Coello Tapia. In a really key moment that could shift the pendulum towards Coello Tapia, get the momentum on their side. Excellent defense from Tapia in the corner now from Coello, but it doesn't come over the net. They save the break, González and Guerrero. And we are at juice. But they will have another chance, Coello Tapia, to break. The clap from the crowd knows it. They are enjoying every second of this quarter-final in the Arena Kuwait. Break point number 2 for Coello Tapia. And it's into the net from González. And they lead 4-2. They get the break. It's not all over, but what a key moment for the top seeds. And the roar from Arturo Coello says it all. As with that fight with González for the #1 ranking spot, as we said, it's still very much open. Tapia and Coello in joint first place at 14,100 FIP ranking points. González behind them both on 12,620 points. The winner, remember, will get 2,000. A huge point from Coello out of the court. It's that sense of, okay, I'm done messing now. I want to be a step closer to that title of being world champions. And with the FIP race in mind, which does come towards the finals in Barcelona at the end of the year. And I'll just pause because Momo González almost got that. He went out of the court, anticipated it well, and it hits the post on the way back in. Game point for Coello Tapia. And they take the game pretty quickly. They consolidate their break and go up 5 games to 2. And I'll finish about those Barcelona finals when we come back out onto the court after some final words with the coaches. Coello Tapia lead 5-2 in this final set.
Dale. Va.
Inventemos el globo fácil afuera para el lateral. Escuchá, lo que no puede ser es que la bola 30-0 queda media fácil y tienes un moco. Y vaya un poquito más rápida la que estás colgado, boludo. La que te queda fácil, apretala. La primera, 30-0, te queda una pelota fácil. Ahora es el momento de jugar. Vamos. Escuchá, vamos a hacer el saque y vamos a poner un poquito más de...
Venga, vamos a seguir luchando, escucha, vamos ahora. Vamos a apretar nosotros, vamos a apretar nosotros.
Hay que trabajar. Porque ganamos el primer set con un globo que Tapia la tiró afuera. O sea que no nos debemos dar a un tiro bueno.
Vamos a seguir nosotros, Vamos.
Vamos, Franco.
So trying to keep the energy high on the bench of Momo González and Fran Guerrero, who will have an uphill battle here as they trail 2-5, but it's their serve.
Thank you.
And they are taking Coello Tapia to the wire.
Nada. ¡Ay, tío! ¡Arriba! ¡Sal!
Calls to go out. It's fired back in from González, picked up by Coello. The rally continues. What a block from Tapia behind his back. We truly are witnessing some of the best paddle we've seen all year in this game. What a start there in this rally from Momo González, and then that block on the spin from Tapia. Fran Guerrero and Momo González are only just in the top 16 players at the minute who will make it through to the finals in Barcelona. The race is still on for Coello and Tapia. They need a win today to prevent Chingoto and Galan going ahead of them to the #1 spot. As if they got knocked out here and Chingoto and Galan won the title, then they would go into first place. But it does not look like that's going to happen. It is match point to the #1 seed, to Coello and Tapia.
Nada. Tapia. Tapia se va. Mío. Vale. Está Arturo. Nada, Tapia. Vale. Tapia. Está Arturo.
15-14.
Just into the net from Tapia. Great communication, as there has been throughout this whole game between González and Guerrero. But match point #2 for the world #1s. But a second one is saved with the smash out of the court from Fran Guerrero. 30-40. Match point #3 for Coello and Tapia.
Nada. Tapia, nada.
And match point #3 saved. There is Momo González saying, not yet.
Thank you. Please.
Ahí voy. Sube Tapia también. Nada, seguro, mira. No más.
And González Guerrero.
Nada. 1, 2.
Into the net from Momo González. They can't secure their game just yet. The pressure is still very much on. They'll have another chance. Momo González using everything possible in his skill set to not go home just yet in the FIP World Cup Pairs. Out of the court, Fran Guerrero is almost there, almost there. Great anticipation from Guerrero. It hits the post of the net. How unlucky, what an effort. Back to Juice. Good sportsmanship from Coello. Back to advantage for González Guerrero as the ball was out. Drop shot from Guerrero, picked up by Tapia. Tapia's well out of the court. And the game goes to González Guerrero, who continue to fight in this quarter-final. But it will now be Tapia and Coello serving for the match. And Momo González just looked like he crashed into the glass and hurt himself slightly, but now to receive the serve of Coello. Guerrero forcing the stretch on the defence from Tapia out of the court. 15-all. Momo González with the racket in his face. Look how frustrated he is at that block. He had to stretch. 30-15 to Coello and Tapia, who are right up at the net, forming that wall. And that catches the knee of Coello. As it comes through. As Coello tries to dodge out the way. 30-all. Framed off the racket from Momo González. And it is a match point again for Tapia and Coello. They had 3 of them earlier, they couldn't do it. Can they do it now? Not the moment for that error from Momo González. Can they prevent another match point? It is kept in by Tapia, who gets the tiniest of touches, and they get the win eventually. Game, set, and match to the #1 pair, Arturo Coello and Agustín Tapia, in 3 super difficult sets against this pair in Momo González and Fran Guerrero, who get better every time we see them play. They take pairs like Tapia and Coello to the final ball. But today, it is not an upset, and the top players in the world triumph 6-4, 4-6, 6-3. They struggled through. Here's the match point. The save first from Coello, the smash, that Tapia gets the touch. Momo González is caught off guard. And what a way to win. As Tapia turns round, embraces Coello, who gave us the point of the tournament so far today. And the #1 seed, Coello and Tapia, are a step closer to being world champions here in Kuwait in our first edition of the FIP World Cup Pairs. They're on their way to 2,000 ranking points. And eventually it's a smile, but they had to struggle through. What a performance from Momo González and Fran Guerrero, who are such a joy to watch. You cannot fault their work rate. And I'm sure we will see them in these moments in tournaments for years to come, taking top seeds right down to the final moment. A performance they should be very proud of. But the top seeds today prevail. We'll be hearing from them courtside in a few moments' time. And we will have another women's quarterfinal after this. And this is how the third set played out. Just one break for Coello and Tapia. Fewer unforced errors than in that first set across the board, but 19 winners, 11 smashes to the 14 and 7 for González and Guerrero, who didn't even have a break point in that third set. And this is how the full match played out, 2-1. For Coello and Tapia, more winners and more smashes, but they'll want to look at that 33 unforced error number and try and get that down much lower as they progress into the semi-finals. But they are one step closer to being crowned world champions after a true battle on the centre court of the Arena Kuwait. Coming up after this in our women's quarterfinal, Marina Guinart and Vero Veiceda taking on Ali Sanchez and Paola José María. And we'll go here from our winners with Bárbara Vitantonio.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear some words from the winners, Arturo Coello and Agustín Tapia. Congratulations for the match to you, and also for Momo González and Fran Guerrero. You show us a really, really nice match to watch and to see and to enjoy. Artur, congratulations for the way that you recover really quickly in the third set after this second set. So congratulations for that. It's not easy. We know that. So how important is for you as a pair to win these kind of matches?
Well, yes, what a battle against Momo and Fran.
They are an incredible couple, new and incredible. They play very, very well. So we are very, very happy to be in another semi-final here in Kuwait. The match was amazing. We start very well, I think. We lose the second set, and in the beginning of the third set, we changed our minds and say, okay, let's go to the match, keep going. So super happy to win this match, and tomorrow we have a semi-final here in this incredible tournament. So we are very, very happy.
Thank you, Arthur. Perdón, Agus, antes de escucharte, no quiero dejar pasar, que me perdonen todos que hablo en español, que no tenemos tanto tiempo. Ese juego en el sexto game del segundo set, no me digas que es casualidad, porque ustedes son una pareja que cuando les tiramos flores o les decimos cosas muy lindas son, bueno, un tanto vergonzosos, pero Arthur, qué cosa tan bella que te llevas también en tu palmarés, impresionante.
Sí, lo que me di cuenta después es que no sé celebrar esas cosas, porque no estoy acostumbrado a que me pasen. Sé animar a Agus o sé aplaudir a los rivales, pero en este caso la suelo hacer poco, sobre todo ese tipo de acciones que en las que también entra un poco la suerte, pero bueno, súper feliz de poder resolver esa bola y todas las del partido, superar una pareja buenísima y nada, felicitar a Agus y a todo el equipo porque el trabajo es inmenso y estamos en semifinales.
Felicidades, Arthur. Agus, ahora sí es momento de escucharte, tenemos muchas ganas. Hablemos un poco de ese segundo set para ustedes con 18 errores no forzados. A ver, ustedes son la mejor pareja del mundo, eso está claro, pero no son números tan habituales para lo que ustedes suelen jugar. Algo decía Arthur de qué cambiaron en el tercer set, pero quiero saber tus sensaciones también, porque tal vez esos errores, bueno, tuviste que corregir rápidamente para salir a jugar el tercero.
Bueno, hola a todos. Bueno, primero que nada estoy muy feliz de haber sacado este partido. Cuando los rivales juegan tan bien, no sirve solo con jugar bien, sino con competir, con correr todas. Y yo creo que eso hicimos hoy. Nos llevamos esa lucha para mañana y para el resto del torneo que nos quede. Así que nada, muy feliz de haberlo sacado. Empezamos por ahí el primer set dudando un poco, estábamos bien en la red, un poco regular en el fondo, que es donde más vinieron los errores no forzados. Yo creo que el primer set fue medio mentiroso porque el único juego que jugamos bien fue el de 5-4. Ya el segundo set ellos supieron aprovechar las bolas que tuvieron, jugaron perfecto, nosotros no pudimos en ningún momento, y el tercero ya íbamos bastante igualados, y yo creo que salió un poco nuestra garra, nuestras ganas de llevarnos el partido y de estar mañana en este gran torneo, así que creo que salió redondo. Y nada, como te digo, vuelvo a repetir, muy feliz de poder haber ganado a una pareja increíble como son Momo y Fran.
Amazing words from González Tapia. The most important thing that he's so happy to be in the semifinals, but especially for the way that they recovered after the second set, and also he wanted to congrats Momo and Fran. Thank you so much. Enjoy this moment. A big round of applause to González Tapia and Arturo Coello, and guys, see you tomorrow in the semifinals.
So a real battle that they had to get through. They appreciate that it was a really tough match, but here they are. This is the road to the final. They will play Coqui Nieto and Mike Yanguas in the semi-final. What a match that will be, right back here tomorrow. They said it was tough. They said they're not super happy with the unforced errors, but they had the character to get through in the third set and recover their form. What a win for Tapia and Coello through to the semi-finals of the FIP World Cup Pairs. But don't go anywhere, as more action here on the way next for our women's quarterfinals.
Hello and welcome back to the FIP World Cup of Pairs, right here from the center courts of this lovely stadium in Kuwait City, as our coverage of the quarterfinals continues here. We're back in the female draw now, as up next we've got Paula Jose Maria and Ariana Sanchez, who will take on Marina Guinart and Veronica Virceda. This is what we're fighting for this week. Every single pair that is left, and of course there are fewer and fewer pairs left in the tournament, want to get their hands on those